Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be going over an assignment for an Upper-div computer science student. This class is specifically object-oriented systems and design, and it's just one project. It's called SimStation. Basically, just to catch you guys up to speed, it's basically based off frameworks, and this specific project focuses on multi-agent or agent-based architecture. It's a framework for creating simulations, population of agents, maybe birds, ants, shoppers, stuff like that. And those agents are always interacting with each other. And there's a lot to it that I cannot be bothered to explain. But if you're a computer science student, expect to do something like this. It's called an MVC framework, pretty common run-of-the-mill stuff. So let's get started. So right now, we're doing a customization of the SimStation. We've already finished the SimStation module. Let's show you guys how it looks. So random walk is a simulation of SimStation, if I'm not mistaken. So let's run it. And it showed up in a different window, so I'm gonna put it right here. Let's make this bad boy bigger. Why am I struggling to do this? Oh, okay, well, that worked. Basic front end, so let's click start. This is called, so this specific one is just called random walk. Bunch of drunk agents walking around interacting with each other. And if we click spend, they'll stop, and you can notice right here, it also stops. So pretty neat. We resume, they'll resume, and these are some print messages that my team and I did while we were coding it. We could click stop, and when it stops, it's all done. See some stats. This also pops up number of agents, 15, because there's 15 agents on the board. Basic file, edit, help, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. So let's now quit. And basically how it works is based off like the MVC framework. We extend we extend simulation factory, and this basically makes the model. If you go to simulation factory implements app factory, and you go to MVC, go to app factory, it's an interface with make model, make view, get title, get help, about, and other stuff like that. So where were we? If we go back to here, and this is specifically for simulation factory, because every single SimStation customization has the same base, meaning start, suspend, resume, stop, stats. It basically saves us a lot of work of having to recode everything. That's the main gist. That's what we're mainly learning here. Mainly learn that hey, use these frameworks to make your life easier. And it's pretty neat. So if you go to random walk factory, all we need, we extend simulation factory, and we use all of this, but the only difference is our title will be different. So as you see, our get title, we change that, it returns random walks, and our model will be different because the model, make view, make model, we're not returning simulation view, we're returning random walk simulation, which is specific to the random walk customization. Hopefully my mumbling and jumbling makes some sense, but now let's get to my portion. So everything was like done. So MVC, this was done like in a previous project. SimStation, my team and I did. So now the specific customization I have to do is flocking. And in flocking, basically how this customization works is that the flocking agents are the birds. Each bird has a heading and a speed. These are initially random. A bird updates itself by asking its world for a random nearby neighbor. The bird copies the speed and heading of the neighbor, then calls its move function with steps equals speed. Actually, I will bring this up here so I can show you guys what we were talking about. Each bird has heading speed, initially random, bird, blah, 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 blah. Speed and heading the neighbor, then calls its move function with steps equals speed. Different values of radius, so the birds move in the same direction. Stats button displays the number of birds flying at each speed, and this is the design. So, so the bird inherits from the agent class, and it has speed, integer, and an update method that we're going to override. Which I don't know why it's not overridden here. It should be add override there. Cool. But let's go back to bird. So I do have some code there already, but we will go over that as well. And then, yes, and worlds. One world has many agents. That's the symbol there. And the simulation is from SimStation. It inherits model. And flocking simulation inherits simulation. If it doesn't make sense, it's understandable. This is many weeks of course work and stuff, but basic gist you should understand, nothing too crazy. So let's get back to it. Now, here's where we're currently at. Got our basic packages and stuff. Don't need this. Import. I'm gonna close this as well. Okay, so we're importing MVC utilities. SimStation.agent, because at the end of the day, a bird is an agent, and we need the ArrayList class, or the list utility. So we start with our private int speed, and then our public constructor. We will use the super command to just inherit the agent's constructor, and it's right here. Basically, there's a whole lot of factors and stuff with the agent class that I'm not going to be going over, but basically we just suspended false, stop to false, thread to null. Threads are another whole concept. Long story short, if I were to explain threads, how would I do that? Let's see. I don't know, because it's kind of tough. I guess it's something we're learning as we're going, so I may not be the best at explaining it, but I guess ChatGPT's definition is that it managed the concurrent execution of multiple agents within a simulation. So basically, it's able to manage many agents going and I guess functioning and existing, I guess. So in the bird class, we will extend agent, and we have a private int speed. So we're going to set speed to random number, and this is part of the utility MVC. I'm not going to explain that, but basically this just gives us a random number between 1 and 5, if I'm not mistaken, or is it 0 and 5? I don't know, one of those two. And we also do super, so we also do all of these. Now let's check out. Now let's continue working on update. Now we get to working. So, as per the instruction, a bird updates itself by asking its world for a random nearby neighbor. So we first created a list of all the neighbors, world.getAllNeighbors. Okay, and let's see. So world.getAllNeighbors. Let's check that out. Go to. Okay, so it takes in an agent, radius, and it creates a new linked list of neighbors, and then it does a for each loop through all the agents in the agent array list. And what does it do? Where are we? I passed it. Great. Nope. It's supposed to be get world. Where am I? Distance. Get all neighbors. Yep, get all neighbors. And if distance, another method, basically just gets the distance between the two, between current agent and the agent that we are applying this on, is less than the radius, just add it to its neighbors list. That's what we do right here. I've set an arbitrary value of 20 for that. And we could test that out afterwards. The bird copy the speed and heading of the neighbor. The bird copy the speed. So yeah, now is gonna be the part where like basically just showing the process of how it works to complete one of these assignments. You don't know everything, you don't understand everything, but you gotta work and approach the problem like a computer scientist and try to see how can I solve this. So with that being said, let's check this out. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna open this here so you guys can see when I'm reading and stuff like that. So a bird updates itself by asking its world for a random nearby neighbor. The bird copies the speed and heading of the neighbor, then calls it. So let's see. In drunk. Okay. Interesting. So my first thought is that so a bird updates itself by asking its world for a random nearby neighbor. The bird copies the speed and heading of the neighbor. So what I'm thinking is in our bird class, in our update method, so we got all our neighbors. Now what I'm thinking is that let's get a random neighbor from this list, and what we're gonna do is we're then going to make it get its speed and such. I think that is the move. So let's try that out. So we're gonna get, let's see here. So this is a great thing. So like for example, my expertise is Python. It's not Java. So sometimes I forget, hey, how do I get a random int? So I mean, we're lucky we're in a day and age where ChatGPT is crazy, so we could do that. So let's see here. I'll show that process as well. So we're gonna go how to get a random int in Java. So just simple thing like that. Load int random next int 0 and 100. Perfect. So we're gonna do int random index. Cool. It's gonna be neighbors outside. So I forgot we could just use the utilities method, utilities for that in MVC framework. So we're gonna do that, and this will get an next int between this, and we're gonna add. Should I add one here or there? Let's see. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. So we're gonna scratch that actually. So because we actually have to first check if not neighbors empty. We then have to loop through the so it'll be a neighbor in neighbors, and because it's an agent, so we have to typecast it, right? So it's gonna be bird. So actually no, we're gonna do agent to keep it simple. It's gonna be bird agent, because we have to basically cast it as a bird because you extend it, so that's why you could do that. And then we have to have an average speed, so we're gonna have int, or it's probably double average speed. I'm gonna do average speed equals 0, just to initiate that. And then we're gonna do average speed equals plus equals bird.getSpeed. And that's a method I just did down there. There. Let me see something. Yeah. So we have an x direction and a y direction. So another thing that you'll probably be noting, like, hey, how come you don't know these things from beforehand? Is because when you work in a project, different people manage different files and different portions of the project. So for example, my job was the factory and the model. So that was factory and simulation. That was mine. So simulation factory, simulation view. No, panel. That was also mine. No, I don't know. This one, another file basically. And I didn't have agents, so sometimes, hey, I won't be sure. What do my agents have? Each agent has an x coordinate and a y coordinate because it's a 2D plane, right? So we're gonna also need to have not only double average, we're gonna need double average x equals 0 and double average y equals 0. Okay, I think these two are gonna be important as well. So we're gonna get average speed and we're gonna add it to bird.getSpeed. Now, what this is doing differently than what I was initially thinking was that initially I was thinking, hey, why don't I just get one bird, make it equal to that one bird, and just keep on doing that. But this is better because you're basically getting the average speed and average heading direction of each bird. Heading direction we're going to see later. If you notice in the agent class in the bottom, we have a class in here, static class, heading, which I also did not work on. And that makes sense, right? Because if you look at our random walk, let's run that random walk. We'll bring it to the screen. If you look at a random walk, there's a heading as well. There's a direction in which you're going. So that all makes sense. So let's keep on going. So we're going to get average speed plus minus equals bird.getSpeed. And then we're going to do average x equals plus equals bird.getX. Let me see something. Then average y equals bird.getY. You guys will notice some things like, see, you know how like autocomplete, it does a lot of it. And that's the thing, like programming is not the hard part. Typing average y plus or equals bird.getY is not the hard part. It's understanding, oh, okay, I have to update the average x and the average y coordinates for this specific, for the algorithm for this method to work. Programming's not the hard part. Okay, now that we have done that, I'm actually wrong. I think I made a mistake. Get x. How does that solve our heading issue? No, we need heading. Oh, wrong class. Heading, double x direction, y direction. So actually I'm gonna name this average x direction. Let's have good variable names, ladies and gentlemen. Average x direction, average y direction. And what we're gonna do is, let's look at get x direction and then get y direction. But this is gonna be a dot heading. No, wait. Yep. It's gonna be bird dot heading dot why is it doing random? I don't know why it's doing random. That should work, no? Expected class or package. Dot. Ah. I don't know why I did capital. That should solve that problem. Okay, cool. Dot get x direction. Cool. Looks good. Why is this? It's our axis, sir. It's our axis right here. Come on now. It's probably because it's in. Nope. Actually, I don't know. Oh, it's probably. I don't know actually. All right. Next, so we've officially updated all the headings and the average speed. And now we want to update that. We want to update the old heading. So how would we do that? And then let's see. Right. So now we have to use. We basically have to create them. Now that we have the heading, the new x direction, y directions, we have to use a heading constructor and make that. So, and we're not gonna just completely change the direction. We're gonna tweak it. So we're gonna multiply by a multiplier. I believe. Let's see. Yeah. So let's try that. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna store the old heading. That's gonna be just equal to heading. And you may be thinking, hey, where are you getting that heading from? It's because every agent indeed has a heading. And then after we get the heading, we're gonna do heading equals heading, old heading equals heading. Let's see here. Heading. Let's see. And there might be some signs because I'm looking at some old class lectures which don't know if I could share. So probably could, but why risk it? So that's why if I get silent, this part of the process, looking at old notes, seeing what's up, what's going on. So I'm gonna be doing that when I'm really silent. Why does he do that? Right. So now we're saving the old heading in this dummy variable because we don't want to lose it. We don't want to lose those values. And now we're going to do a new heading and we're gonna put average x direction, average y direction. Cool. And then what do we want to do? We now want to update the new heading values, because this is the average x direction. Because right now, like, yeah, all we're doing right now is just adding them. So the x direction is just gonna be an addition of a bunch of them, and that doesn't quite make sense. Wait a minute. Right, so now we have to update them, because right now we're just adding them. Yes. I did not divide them. I had to figure out, because right now it's not the average. Right now we've just added them. So each agent, let's say, okay, first agent, speed is 5. Okay, we add 0 plus 5. So now the value of average speed is 5. Then we add another one, let's say it's another 5. You add it again, the average speed is 10. It's not 5. So the average speed of 2 birds going at 5 is 5. But right now we just have them at 10. That's the problem. So we have to update those values. And we have average, so we're going to do heading equals new heading. Again, the constructor. We're going to do heading dot get x direction. Okay, and what are we going to do with that? We're going to add this to, let's set like a multiplier value. Let's do maybe like, let's do 0.85. Why not? Times, to what? To the folks at home, it's going to be old heading dot get x direction. And then we're going to do the same exact thing, you guessed it, with the y one. We would get y direction plus 0.85 old heading. I think that makes sense. Heading dot get x direction. So we have, like, let's say 25 plus 85% of the old heading. That does make sense, because these are just headings. And what does the constructor does? It does the division for us. And it gets a direction for us. We just have to provide the value. And we do that here. Yes, that makes sense. And if it doesn't, it won't work, and we'll go from there. Now, don't forget, I think we are done. We got, why is this complaining at me? We forgot to update the speed. Silly me. So let's do that. We're gonna have speed. And you're gonna ask, wait, where do you get speed from? You would be surprised. It's right here. So speed for this specific bird will be, how are we gonna do this? So, obviously it's gonna be average speed divided by neighbors dot size. That's obvious. Why is this int? I should probably set it as a double. It's probably a good idea. Should take care of that, and I should change that. Okay. Average speed. I'm gonna put parentheses around them, and you're gonna think why? Because I think we're gonna do another multiplier with this as well. So let's do. And I'll explain this in a second, so I'll try to, at least. Let's do 0.85. We're gonna multiply that, and then add 0. Okay, you're probably thinking, why did I do this? You're gonna have to give me a second, because I'm gonna just review, because I think that probably is it, and I want to see if that's all good. So you're gonna have to bear with me, folks at home. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. I think that should be fine. Should be a-okay. Should be okay. We got our birds. We got the average speeds. We did that. Okay. Okay. Pow, pow, pow. All right, so cool. I think it should be hopefully correct. All right, apologies for that extended pause. My group wanted updates on where I'm at. This is due tonight, so that's another reason. That's part of the process as well. Updating teammates. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, cool. Team's been updated. That I'm should be almost done. Now let's see what to do next. Okay, let's just double check. Double checking is part of the process, right? Got all our neighbors. They're not empty. Get the double speeds. Just initialize it. For each agent, cast it as a bird. Get its average speed. So we're adding each bird's speed to the average speed. Each bird's heading's X direction. Each bird's heading Y direction to this. And we do that for every single bird. Then they haven't been averaged out, so then we got to go down here, save the old heading, and then so we'll put a comment here. Calculate the new heading, and down here, calculate the new speed. Old heading, new heading. Then we have to do this with the multiplier. Cool. And I forgot to explain this. So this is basically going to be, it's basically, yeah. So this is the, that is the quote unquote like inertia, or like the persistence of that agent, or in this case the bird speed. And this part is just the weighted average of the speeds of the neighbors' birds. And then it's obviously just the average speed. We calculate that. I think we're good. We should be all good. Obviously, after we calculate this freaking speed, we should move the goddamn bird. Pardon my language. We're gonna cast it as an int because the move method, I had to deal with this earlier, takes integers. So I just have to cast that. Not too complicated. I think that should be good. For the bird class, because according to our instructions, okay, here's the design, speed, update, that's it. And then flocking simulation, so we have to do that next. So let's do that. We're gonna create a new Java class, flocking simulation. Yeah, I do added a git, thanks so much. So the beauty is now so the flocking simulation will be an extension of simulation. And what is simulation? This is simulation. So we're gonna put it right here. We're gonna extend it. Okay, and it's gonna nag at me. Oh, nope, it imported it by itself. Thanks so much. Why is it nagging? Blah, 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 blah. Popular. That's fine. Ignore it for now. So, what does it do? Simulation, have all these things. Okay, size, list of agents, clock, timer, is running, is suspended, bunch of these methods, yada, yada, yada. This is where basically our main work will be happening, where we're basically going to just populate all our agents, okay? And we're gonna just run it, okay? So before we do that though, now that I realize, we should probably, or we could do that because it's just following the structure. But yeah, we could do this first before flocking factory. Yeah, should be simple enough. So all we have to do is, if it doesn't make sense yet, it should in a moment, because it's basically following this format. That's the benefit of this whole entire framework, right? Because if you go to simulation, okay, simulation extends model. Great, let's go to model right here. And model, would you look at that, has all these things for us. And it extends publisher, serializable, other stuff. I'm not going to explain it, but that's the benefit of this whole system, this structure, where we don't have to do all these things for every single different project. We could just call upon the previous project. And as you can see in this graph, that's the main point of the graph. It's inherit from there, this inherits from here, this inherits from here, this is connected. So, let's now go back to flocking, and we're basically just, like I said, we're gonna populate. So we have to do things. We have to populate, and we also have to, yes, we have to do, yes, stats. We have to update this as well, because in the current random walk simulation, oh, nope, sorry. Why am I in random walk? Oh, okay, let's just comment this out for now. Let's go to random walk, run. When I start it and I click stats, it shows me 15 agents. But now, what I need to do, I need to show birds, number of birds flying at each speed. So that's going to be the change in that. So we're going to need basically 2 overridden methods. We're going to override the populate method. Cool. And we're also going to override the get stats method. And public, it's going to be an array get stats. I think that's, I worked on simulation, so I think I did get stats with the underscore. Is it called underscore? the hell is it called? Get sets, cool. And as you see over here it's called number of agents. But we have to now override that, right? All right. So now, what are we gonna do? Let's first start with populating. That's easy enough. It's gonna be exactly like this, except, well, and this is where we are able to decide how many. Oops. So I'm just gonna copy paste this, paste it here. Except it's not gonna be new trunk. It's gonna be new bird. Would you look at that? And for now, we can do 15. We can do however many we want. So what's a cool number? Let's do 14. If you know, you know. Next, we're gonna do. So that's simple enough. And the add agent is in simulation, which I coded. Add agent. Let's find that. Add agents. Oh my goodness! I didn't follow my own rule. Gotta fix that. Rename usages. Alright, maybe let's just not do that. Don't want it to break. Okay. Add agent, agents.add agent, agent.set world to this. And we're setting the world to a flocking simulation, which is this, right? Cool. Simple enough. Now, to get these stats, we are going to need number of birds at speed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically all the birds at that each speed. So it's going to be let's see here. So we're first gonna need a little bit of a doozy. Interesting. My teammate is also confused on the get stats. Not to fear, we will solve this. All right. Int speeds new int bird dot max underscore speed. Does that make sense from my teammate? Does make sense. Okay, so I think that's a good starting point. We first have to get. No, dude, what the hell? I am confused. Let's see here. Okay, so I think the first thing we need. Oh, that's why he said to do that. Okay, so shout out my teammate. we need first an array to store the number of birds at the specific speeds. So equals equals new int bird dot, let's see the bird class, unrelated problem. Oh, okay. Let's just set it to, how many birds did I set it as? I think I set it as 5, right? Let's see. What should I set it as? Yeah, let's set it to 5. Okay. Okay. And after doing so, we now need, let's use an iterator agent underscore iterator. Okay. Create class agent. Why would you do such a thing? We have agent right here. Why can't we just import it? Silly thing. Import. Okay. Let's import this class as well. Okay. Then after doing so, let's iterate it through it, right? So while as next, nice, juicy. Let's get the speeds. Dot get its speed. Agent. Why doesn't the bird class have get speed? Why is it not showing up? Because it hasn't been typecasted. Beautiful. That should. Beautiful. What's wrong with this, bro? Ha. I guess I can just do double speed. Why not? Double speed. Sounds like I'm in a video game. All right. Next, let's see. What do we have to do next? So we got the speed. And now we just have to, yes, number of birds. So now we have to decrease or decrement. Ooh, fancy little term there. Decrement it, that specific speed, by 1. Sorry, increment it. We're gonna increase the number of birds at that speed, right? Makes sense. Oh, it's a problem. Can we do int? Me? Hopefully that doesn't cause problems. It's future me's problem. Then now we have to initialize the stats. Where is? Let's see, it's get stats. Oh, whoa. Wow, nice. Check suspended, move, stops, okay, resume. Where is stats? Oh, it's in simulation. See, it's all part of the process, guys. Get stats. Agents dot size. Wow, this was a lot easier. Alright, so we're gonna have multiple strings. Okay, we have multiple strings. Multiple strings. String called bird stats. This is gonna be a new string, not a speed.length though. It's gonna be, or yeah, it could be speed.length or just 5. But okay, that's fine. Should be fine. What do you want to do? Can we have a dummy string? So string stat stat to append. Yikes, I don't like that variable name, but let's just do that. Equals. For now, we can just keep it an empty string. And then, yep, we're gonna loop through it. We're gonna do stat to append plus equals. First, it should be number of birds at speed. Is that how it was? Number of birds at speed. Ooh, let's do lowercase. It's gotta follow the structure. Birds at speed. Then it's gonna be maybe just do equals. No, plus equals is fine. Actually, wait, no. I can just do it like that. Then I could just do equals plus oh yes, it's gonna be I plus 1. Okay. And then what's next? It's gonna be equal. It's gonna be equals. And then it's gonna be yep, speed that. Yep, at that specific index. Then I'm gonna add that stat. Stats to append. Then we're gonna set stats to append equals an empty string. So maybe, actually, oh no, I don't even think we need to do that. That should be fine, no? Then, after I'm done, just return bird stats. Should be fine, right? Whenever in doubt, ask ChatGPT, because sometimes when you've been working all day, your brain is fried, you may be missing something. And to just show you what I said, nothing crazy, just, hey man, is this method all right? And it does have like other iterations of the same code, so it's familiar, kind of, with the code, so. Cool. So that is that. Things should be all right. What's up? Yeah, hell yeah, it does. Cool. I think that should be it for this class. Oh, best way to check is, let's just compare it. Simulation. Yep, public static void main. We have to add that as well. Public static void main. I believe this is going to be so we're going to have obviously simulation panel. That's going to be the simple part. Equals panel equals new simulation panel, and then we're going to pass in factory. Right, and we have to create factory at factory equals new flocking factory. And you're gonna be thinking, what the hell is that? It's gonna be our next class. We're gonna create import class. We're gonna add that soon, and then it's just be panel dot display. Okay, you're gonna be thinking, what the hell is that? Well, it is. I will show you right here. So just like this has factory with just the model and the title, we have the same thing for flocking. So let's do that. It's gonna be our last file. Should be simple enough. It's gonna be flocking factory. Of course I added to the GitHub. Thanks, man. We're gonna go back here. Calm down, bro. I got you. Let's go over here. Extend simulation factory. Okay. And we're just gonna do. I literally think we're just gonna copy paste these two. So we make model return. No. It's gonna return flocking simulation. Let's do flocking. That should be it, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, don't forget to override. Okay. Also override. Should probably put that here as well. I think that should be it. Put a space there for my obsession. Okay. Does that fix your bug? It does. Alright, well, one way to find out. Opens over here. Let's open it up. Okay, I see some directions changing. I wonder how long in the directions will have to change. Ah, that's pretty cool. Okay. I wonder if I make this bigger, if that'll change. Probably make it harder, so let's make it small. It's pretty cool. Stats, does that work? Ah, number of birds of speed 1, 1, 2, 5, 8, 0. Okay. We get suspended. Pretty freaking cool, I would say. Let's see. Though he put white dots. How can I do that? I want to do that. I want to change it to white. Let's see, agent. Where's the color? It takes more than 4 minutes. I'm gonna just skip up because I don't care that much. Do care, but not that much. Interesting. New trunk. Maybe in the class, in the constructor. No, it just has that. I don't know. It's annoying because I do want to change the color. To that, you message the group. You message people you know. Want to change the color of the right. I have a pretty clutch friend in the class, so let's see if he says anything. Let's wait for his response. Let's see. All part of the process. It says it's in view. Let's see. Simulation view. Interesting. I have a get agent color method in my simulation view. I have a get, so I override that in a flocking view class. Interesting. Flocking view. Get agent color method in my simulation. Where's the colors of the agents though? That GC graphics, a fill oval. This is annoying. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, the simulation is okay, well, let's resume it. Let's see if... Okay, let's stop. I'll start it again. Colors I can't seem to change. This is really annoying. Get agent color. Is there color in the agent class? Oh, let's check this out. Ah, so it is flocking, I think. So I think it is working. I think it is working. That's the good news for that. That's the good news. So we just have to figure out how to repaint it. Where is it? Paint. Fetching documentation. This dot repaint. I don't know. That is weird. Quite weird. God. Oh, it's annoying. Let's see. Huh. Okay, so maybe let's give it a Hmm. Weird. Let's see. Okay, in this code, where do I set the color of each dot? I don't think I do that, or do I? Okay, the trick is, let's comment out random crap from here and see what happens. They don't even show up. Okay, so that one fills the ovals. Okay, so stop. Okay, that does that. Fill oval. Can I somehow what can I do? 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 Let's see. Now it's time to add Chat GPT. Oh, I have one open here already, so let's just use this. Okay. So the question is going to be graphics gc dot graphics method fill oval. Can I use this to change the color? Set color. Interesting. So let's try that. gc dot set color. Nope. Dot set color. And then color. Wow. Can I type white? Okay, let's try that. Wow, I'm so smart. I'm a genius. Would you look at that? Smartest man in the world. That's what they're calling me. Alright, so the move then. The motive. What am I doing? Okay, let's just cut this line. X, cool. And we're gonna override this. Or are we gonna override this? No, we're not gonna override this. So all we're gonna do, we're gonna add a method. It's gonna be set color. Set agent color. It's gonna be graphics GC, and all we're gonna do, we're just gonna go for agent and simulation. Let's do super dot pink component GC. Don't know why we do that, but let's just do that. We're also gonna do simulation model for agent and simulation dot get agents. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna do the line we cut, and let's also add, what is this type? Color. So it's gonna be color. I'm gonna put color. Let's ask good old friend Chat GPT, what would I put in this parameter? What type would I put for the color parameter? Right, it'd just be a color. That makes sense. Cool. Now we're gonna do one more thing. We're gonna add flocking, new. We're gonna do Java class. We're gonna do flocking view. Okay? Do want to add it to the get. And we're gonna do extends. What does it extend? It's gonna extend simulation view. Correct. Simulation view. And all we're gonna do, we're just gonna do public flocking view model, and it's just gonna do super model. Come on, let's import that class. Let's get to it, bro. Let's get to it. And we're just gonna override one method. It's gonna be the public void set, or what did I name it as? simulation view, set agent color wise, set agent color, set agent color, and it has graphics, GC, and color. Import class, and all we're gonna do is okay, here's what we do. We're gonna do public void change agent color, and all we're gonna do is I think we're just gonna call set agent color GC color. Cool. So actually, so what do I want to do? I actually don't know what I am doing. Hold on now. I'm gonna remove this. I will override this. I don't think it's a very good solution, but my brain is fried and I'm trying to submit this. So I think for now, that's the move. Override. Why are you complaining, sir? But I'm overriding. Sir? Yeah, what's up? Can you open the door? I'm in a meeting. Oh, well, there's food. Okay, cool. I'll be out in a second. Okay, oh my goodness. Why is this tweaking? Oh man. Felt like I was really close, but now I can't seem to think. I think what we're gonna do is we're going to agent color. We're just set it to color dot light gray. Okay. No, just gray. And the flocking view extends simulation view. Maybe this works. Oh my god. Does this work? I don't know if this works actually. Graphics you see. Hmm. This is quite frustrating. Let's see. Okay, so we got Smash Review. If I change GC in the paint component directly, it works. Uh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so let's give it an attribute. Protected agent color. Let's set it to be equal to light. Color dot light gray. Okay. No. Color dot gray. Okay. And then, oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see. Oh my god. And I think what we'll do, so I'm gonna delete that. We're gonna do get agent color, and all it takes in is the agent, and it just returns agent color. Okay. In flocking view, let's override that. Color, what's the damn method? Get. Okay. And all we're gonna do is, then we're gonna change it. We're just gonna return color dot white. Why? What? Okay. God, I have zero clue if this is gonna work. Like zero, negative clue. But oh my god, let's see. I don't think it's gonna work. I was correct. Why is that not working? What in the world? What in the world? Did override. Why is this not working? Okay. is this it? Possibly. In here, I should do GC set color, agent color. Does that maybe change anything? I doubt it, but why not try? Okay, the color has changed. It's a light gray. Wait, which one am I running? Am I running flocking or am I running random? Okay. I'm gonna close all these tabs because it's annoying. Okay, so we're gonna have flocking simulation, flocking view. We're gonna have simulation view open. Okay, now let's see. Color is gray. GZ.set color. Hmm. Maybe is that the reason? Nope, that's not helping. Got no clue. Hmm. Oh man, I thought I got it. Yeah, I thought I was setting the color to the wrong thing, but I was mistaken. Let's see if that changes anything. Whoa. Let's see. Let's do random walk simulation. Okay, so it is black. Let's see flocking view simulation. It's also black. Okay, so when I change it here, it works. Wait, do I even have to do all that? Maybe I don't. Do I just go? Can I just change it? Simulation view, agent color. Can I do that? No. Unknown class. It's not a class, sir. Hmm. Oh, do I do simu dot agent color? No. Now this is where we talk to ChatGPT. How to change class attribute inherited from a parent class. Can I just do that? Okay. So can I do protected color agent won't change anything, but let's try it. God damn it. God damn it. But where else is this called? I guess that is. If I copy paste this method, what happens? Maybe question mark, does this work? I don't think it will, but let's see. Simulation view. I'm gonna move all these other methods I created and we're just gonna set it to okay. Maybe. Not likely. Give myself maybe a over under of 5%. I'd give myself under. That's quite unfortunate, I've got to say. I guess this will be one of those things where I don't know. I'll have to figure out later, but I'll probably leave you guys here. It's been a journey, but this is basically a reassignment. Catch you guys in the next one.